So here we are, 2026. There's so many of me's around here. Not really me's, but kinda. It always slows after the holiday a little bit. I want to be like, yeah, I don't need to go to work today. I made enough this week. I'm just gonna go fish. Look at that. I'm sitting here showing you guys how to do it, and I'm just not doing it right. So good morning, YouTube. It's Eric with Precision Pressure Wash, coming at you from Kissimmee, Florida today. Today we're going to be working for a return customer, and we're doing a pool deck splash pad. I did do a video here probably 12 months ago, almost exact, where it was very, very bad. I haven't seen it yet. You guys are seeing it right now before I'm actually pulling up on it. But I made sure that I got enough chlorine just in case I got to fill up a little bit of water in the tank and use the 12 volt. I'm hoping I can downstream with the 2.1 injector, but you never know. It's been a year. Obviously, they didn't have somebody else do it or they wouldn't be calling me. I just don't know how long it was since the first time when I did it and there was actual plants growing on it. It was in bad shape, so I'm not expecting it to be in really, really good shape, but nonetheless, guys, I'll see you when we get there and we'll knock this thing out. All right, guys, we are on site. You've already seen that. I'm just stashing the surface cleaner right now. We are not using this back here. And although this is a gated community, it's pretty easy to get in here. So here we are, main attraction. Nothing crazy. We are going to use the downstream injector, 2.1. We got 250 foot of hose, and we're going to lay a good coat down. And then for this, we will go ahead and hit with just a little pump up, 5%, especially there. That's got some growth. This is also my inspection video, my walk around. But you can see it. It's not as bad as it was, but right here where the stuff is worn out and these little pebbles are up, that stuff gets a foothold in there. And then it's hard to stop. We will be having to see, look at this. So I remember last time what I did is I worked it all up against the screens and then kind of like in two areas, and then it was easier for me to clean up. I did get this from the pool guy. He is going to come by later because even when I'm careful, these little rubber things go wherever they want. So he's going to be here because I have another guest coming in, and it has to be cleaned by 4. So I'm in a hurry a little bit, even though it's only noon. And this seems pretty easy. I'm not too worried about it, but stay tuned and we'll knock this thing out together, guys. All right, guys. So right here, we already got the water on. All I got to do now is go and turn the pressure washer on. Just making sure I got all my stuff back here. We did mix up some 5 off camera. We're gonna leave that right there. This is the gun we're using to apply the cam. We'll go ahead and just wash this. And like I said, we'll go ahead and put the 5% on all this kind of stuff after I go ahead and douse it with the injector. So that's the game plan. I'm not going to use this till it's time to rinse. But again, it's hot here. I'm not rubbing it in, guys, but I'm literally sweating my ass off right now. So the SH is going to work fast. So I'm not worried about none of that. The hardest part is going to be, even though he's coming to clean it, I still got to be careful with these rubber pebbles. They got a mind of their own, guys. All right, so we'll go ahead and turn it on. Hopefully it works from here. I should have thought about that a little better. We'll know here soon enough. Try to make a good video. This right here is also the kind of stuff that they use at playgrounds. So the way you see me cleaning this here today, you could clean that stuff the same exact way. So pool splash pad. Oh yeah, she's pulling. That's the problem with not using surfactant, is that I have trouble seeing it sometimes. Anyways, it's already working good right there. So I'm gonna lay a good coat. I have the revs turned down. I mean, barely, guys. So just something to make me feel good. I'm probably gonna have to wash this tripod off good, but I'm just gonna go ahead and lay one good swath down, 5 feet wide. I'll try to stay facing the camera so that the mic doesn't cut off. But the first time I did clean this, it was way worse. And I had to use, I think it was 3% with the 12 volt for a pre-treat. Of course I went around the pole, guys. Why wouldn't I? So I'm gonna do a little bit, multiple angles. This right here is really There's nothing technical about it. I am gonna try to stay off the pool deck as much as I can because I didn't pre-wet it. But as soon as I lay down a good application, I'll switch to water and then give that edge just a good rinse. Just because, guys, I'm excessive. So we are pulling out of the barrel, which means there's no surfactant. We don't want surfactant in here, to be honest. And then now what I'm gonna do is about the same wideness, like 5 feet. I'm gonna come back. I might have went a little overboard where I started there. So here we're gonna go here. You don't wanna go too much because then you fill up the drain system and it's gotta cut on. And then you get behind the 8 ball. Some of these drains work better than others. We're gonna find out today if this is one of the good ones. So right here, I'm gonna go a little wider just because I gotta go around this little figurine. And I'm gonna try to remember I did that to see when I come back if I can tell where I left off. The tan, you can see better. Now we know the paint on these ornaments and stuff can handle chlorine because that's what comes out of the jets. The smell, that's fresh chlorine, guys. I mean fresh. And again, I never use 12.5, even when you see me doing roofs. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, guys, is I gave you like the broad spectrum view of what's going on. And now up close, I'll go ahead now and pop you on my neck mount so you can kind of get a feel for how much product I'm laying down. It ain't a lot, but I'm not being chintzy with it either. I want it to work on one shot. Again, we have the pump up over there for any touch-up stuff. So once I put down this coat and I give that little painted surface over there a rinse on the edge of the pool deck, we're gonna go out there, drop it in the clean water. We're gonna let this thing just ride out in here. It should come out really good, guys. I'm excited to see it. I did take a lot of befores because I didn't take enough the first time I did it, and I felt like when I had to send in the pics to get paid, there wasn't a huge change. Obviously in the spots where there was black, that was gone, but I don't know. I kind of felt like, I don't know, they didn't say anything, but that's just how I feel. So I tried to do better befores for sure this time. That way, I have options at the end. I don't have to send all the pictures I take. But when you're around here in Central Florida, you're gonna be dealing with management companies or out of town customers that aren't here full time. And the picture thing is important. That's super important. Even on that last video that you guys seen me put out with the bank work, pictures are king there. And honestly, guys, I thought I was gonna end up having to get drug on payment because you know how it is with that kind of stuff. I'm getting paid the same day. I've actually got paid. Now they're paying me to go out there every 2 weeks, $25, just to take some pictures of the property, how everything looks, all the windows are secure, locks on the door, stuff like that. And I'm in there every couple weeks. So it's like, it's in, even if I'm not, it's really, really close to the house, so it's not a big deal. But anyways, that's a good thing. Opening completely different doors. Completely different doors. And like I said, you guys know, I am not 24/7 pressure cleaning. I wish. I'm trying so hard. I'm dabbling in this SEO a little deeper now that I feel like I know how to use computers, which really, it's not me, guys. Any dummy now can go on computers and know and figure out how to do stuff. That's just how they got it all set up. If you want it bad enough, you can figure it out. Even if you're old and didn't do computers your whole life like me. Like, it didn't take no time. And then once it's hard to explain. I could sit here and try to explain this whole YouTube thing to myself from 2 years ago, and I'd have been like, wouldn't even let myself finish the sentences, I don't think. Honest to God. Anyway, so here we are, 2026, and things don't seem to be getting any better. I was okay doing, we were working good up till Christmas, and then it always slows after the holiday a little bit. But this week was kind of slow. Thank God for other stuff, but it's still like, man, I want to be rolling. I want to be like, yeah, I don't need to go to work today. I made enough this week. I'm just going to go fish. I don't feel like that. So, I don't know. Try to maybe just keep my options open. What I'm trying to say, guys, I'm not going to be closed-minded for 2026. I'm going to go ahead and stay vigilant for doors that might want to be opened, that I might have been too stubborn to even let happen last year. I definitely feel smarter now that I edit and do all this stuff on computers. But I know I still got a long way to go, especially when it comes to understanding all this SEO stuff that I'm doing. Which reminds me, let me do some pictures of this. I want to put some new pictures on my Google page, guys, so I like to do before, during, and afters. Just adds another layer of credibility, I think. It could just be me being dumb. Anyways, I'm loving my new mic. I took it out and did a fishing video. No, I'm not going to post this on my channel here. That ruined it last time. But I was out there. Let me get back to what I was trying to say. I was out there shooting it. I just wanted to do it for me, guys. I want to see what it looks like. And it was a little windy. And the sound quality difference by having this mic is just crazy. It's not perfect. If it's blowing 25, 30, you're going to hear it. But in other times, you wouldn't have been able to even attempt. It would have been, it just wouldn't even have been worth it. So I'm excited to keep learning new stuff on the editing side of things for 2026. But man, I'm just trying to keep my head above water just like everybody else, guys. Economy's bad. They don't talk about it a lot. I'm trying to move smart. That's why you don't see me upgrading and doing all this stuff. You don't know what's around the corner. So I like to keep me a little something for if that thing around the corner does decide to poke its head out. Call me whatever. I don't want to be having to call nobody for help, like cover your own ass, guys. Learn how to cover your own ass in life. Today's ranty, just because I got this mic and I know you guys can hear me. So what I'm going to do now is turn this off. And I'm going to stand here and just hit a little bit more until I know it's clean. And I'll go ahead and rinse off this painted surface over here. And guys, look at that. You can see Doing good just with a soft wash. But look at the pebbles, the rubber pebbles coming off. And this is low pressure. Low pressure. Low pressure, guys. Look at that. So I think yep, we're good there. So now I'm gonna go ahead, guys, get all these pebbles back onto where I'm working. Nothing crazy because I'm not trying to dilute the SH. And then I'm just gonna go out there and drop it in the clean and let this stuff ride out a little bit. But that's it. We'll get all this pushed back. Low pressure right now, and I can see those little rubber things coming unglued, you know? That's gotta stink for the pool guy. It definitely has a lighter blue tint to it. All right, I'm getting carried away. I keep saying I'm not gonna do that. Give all this a good rinse. And what I will do is also go over and give my tripod a rinse. Just give that a little bit of a lean right there. That's her, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is exactly what I told you I was gonna do 3 times while I was rambling. We'll pick back up when we start the rinse with the X-Jet. Stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, here we go with the rinse. I'm gonna get you some footage from back there, and then I'm gonna try to put you on the gun. It's a kind of slow, methodical process. You just saw that I did put some 5% down. It looks like it's reacting good. We'll see once I go to rinse it off, but here we go, guys. It seems like this edge is holding a lot of dirt, grime, and organic. So I want to knock this edge out the lip so it is not pouring out onto the pool deck. I do tend to try to push the rubber pellets into the corners. We'll go ahead and push some of this dirty water out over here too, man. The drainage is not ideal whatsoever. You'd think it'd all run good to the drain, but it's not perfect. But that's a lot of pebbles, guys. in the corner, we will show that. I will be switching angles here shortly, guys. I'm just trying to get past this part that keeps running back on the stuff I already cleaned. So this is what it looks like. You just see a little bit of a dirty foam, and you just keep pushing that towards the drain until the rubber's not doing that. The problem we're having here is it's not a perfect grade. So there's somewhere right here where it's turning and coming back this way. And I've already cleaned this thoroughly, but I gotta do it again. So I'm obviously not doing something right here. I'm sitting here showing you guys how to do it, and I'm just not doing it right. So try to get all this dirty water over there because we've already done all this. You couldn't tell from where you were at, but we had it pretty well. All the dirty stuff pushed out. And you can see it's all back again. I definitely foresee having to hit a couple more areas with the 5, like these little, but I don't think I'll have to do like a whole big rinse again. Just come back and kind of give it a little once over. But again, I'm trying to get all this dirty water. It keeps running back. I miss my squeegee guy. He might not even watch it no more. He got his own stuff going on. And yeah, I did that on purpose, guys, so we can wash it. Anyway, the job's taking longer than I thought, but it happens like that a lot when I video like this. I did not raise my rates from the last time I did this. I know some people probably would have. It's been a whole year. But I'm just glad they called me. There's so many of me's around here. Not really me's, but kinda. I'm one of a kind, but kinda like me's. I'm giving estimates, phone's ringing, but I just can tell now by how many I actually get approved that these guys are struggling as well, because these are all Google leads. And where I had a 60 to 70% get them in the boat ratio for every bite, I had my prices dialed in. I kind of knew where, like I would look on Google because it changes a lot. Sometimes there's a random guy just pops up on there out of nowhere for a couple days or a week. So I check, and if someone there was like that, it was iffy because you don't know how desperate he was and what his prices were, obviously. But now you see these, you get these estimates on Google, and it's like different guys. And these guys seem to have lower prices, and they also have seemed out. They have also seen how to figure out how to do SEO really good. And that's what it's coming down to. It almost seems like it was hard. It's harder than last time. Again, though, I ain't gonna lie. I told you, I used 3.5%. Might have should have did that again. Anyway, so here we are, re-rinsing an area again from the puddling, but I'm confident this will be the last one. Here we are, just trying to get it past this lip, man. And then right here seems to be like a really, really worn spot. It might be a high spot, it looks like. And again, guys, a lot of this, like, this is far from the drain. So we're gonna like section off and go this way towards the screen with it and just let it go down the outside. Very uneventful. All right, guys. There we go. Squeegee it in. Look at this crap. Look at that. record this. Guys, it's not perfect, but obviously you just can't leave that much stuff. Alright guys, so I just picked up all that. I kind of got fed up with it. So I don't know how good I got it on video. But what we're doing really is just trying to get the little bit that fell out back up in the corner. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to take my after photos so I don't have to come back up on here after walking through the mud. And that's a wrap, guys. Alright guys, I'm gonna go check the gates. I'll catch you in a minute. Alright y'all, that's a wrap. Just pulling up out of here. That's a nice one, guys. Anyways, I've actually done a video there before, and we're gonna be doing another one there in the next couple weeks. I think it's a pool deck. But this really does seem like when the managements get the most work done is in the winter. That wasn't horrible. It was tedious. It was very tedious. But it's all done. Headed home. It's 2:30. I did get a late start just because the guests. And then I don't just show up right at checkout. I wait. Let the cleaners get there, get all their stuff set up. So it's just easier. And if you only got one thing, which that was it for today, then you can just go ahead and work around people. Honestly, I wasn't going to shoot a video there, but then I was home editing, and then I got the urge to do it. So I don't know what it's going to turn out to look like or how it's going to be. It's pretty straightforward, pretty boring. I'm going to be honest. It was pretty boring, but I'm going to put it out there because I've never really done one where I'm just talking like that and explaining the process. Who knows? I might edit out all this that I'm talking. But guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I do appreciate everybody watching, the comments, the likes, the thumbs up. Like, man, I love it, bro. I really do. So guys, stay locked in with me. Try to grow this thing. I don't know how many subs I can end up getting, or if that's even what I'm trying to accomplish. I don't know. I don't know if that's what I'm trying to accomplish. All I know, having fun, making a little bit of money on YouTube. Wouldn't mind if I made a lot, but I'm realistic. So guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.